Welcome to Phuket News TV and welcome to Yogyakarta in Indonesia. Yes, there are going to be cultural dancing shows and there are going to be temples, but there's a whole lot more to Yogyakarta and we'll bring it all to you right after this.
Foot pain, knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, plantar fasciitis, fallen arches, flat feet, high arches, bunions, hammer toes, ouch! Stop that nagging pain now. Find a new pain-free life with the Symmetry Arch Support by FootFX. Designed by experts, recommended by doctors, podiatrists, chiropractors, and physical therapists. Come to FootFX today for your free computerized gait and footprint pressure analysis. All you have to do is lose the pain. FootFX, conveniently located behind Bacon, Plaza Del Mar at the entrance to Laguna.
On the southern side of Java Island in Indonesia is the small city of Yogyakarta. A tiny, thriving city of about 400,000. It's a fascinating blend of ancient temples, active volcanoes and a new wave of ecotourism. Silk Air fly there from Phuket 3 times a week.
Silk Air, as the regional wing of Singapore Airlines, has just commenced services to Yogyakarta, or in short Jogja, on 25th November 2013. Jogja is not only the gateway to 2 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, namely the Prambanan Hindu Temple, Borobudur Buddhist Temple. It is also a city rich in Javanese art and culture. They're really known for their batik. And there's definitely potential for religious and leisure traffic. Well, not many people might know, but Jogja is actually the second most visited Indonesian city after Bali. So there's definitely demand to this city. Yeah.
And there's a lot more to Yogyakarta and the surrounding areas. But there's no doubt the most visited tourist attraction there is Borobudur.
So this temple was built around 8th century, and it was the kingdoms or the dynasty who built this temple we call Dynasty of Sailendra. And it was the kings built this temple as a central for pilgrimage for all the world. From the other country or other Buddhist temple or Buddhist people came here to pray, to worship. So 1,000 years ago, as a central for Buddhism in the world. So this temple is very important because one of the central of the culture of Buddhism especially. And also Borobudur as the biggest Buddhist temple in the world. So now Borobudur is very, very important for tourism in Yogyakarta. So we have a lot of the tourists from Europe, from Asia, came here to visit the 1,200 years Buddhist temple.
One thing that strikes you as you drive around Yogyakarta is how clean it is. A lot of the Southeast Asian detritus you see floating around other countries and even other parts of Indonesia seems to have been actively cleaned up. Getting around the city and outskirts is easy and the roads were better than expected. Hiring a motorbike and exploring on your own would be a great way to catch the many sights. Well, this afternoon we're visiting an authentic batik factory here in Yogyakarta. It's called Rora Jongran. Now, how long does it take to make an authentic piece of batik? Let's go and find out.
For handmade batik, it takes around 2 months for one piece.
Wow. What's the process? It's wax and dye? I mean, how do you explain the process?
And the first steps is we have to make a pattern in the paper, and after that we make it to be the pattern in the fabric, and after that with the wax, and after that we have to make details in the inside of the motif, like dots or line. And after that, the third step is put the color. The first color is the background of the color. If we need some motif to be still white, or keep it to the first color, and after that we put it again in the second color.
So, there you go. Now you know that's how batik is made. But if you find batik a little bit tame, how about something a bit more adventurous, like a volcano? Mount Merapi is an active volcano, and the only way you can look around it is by old army jeeps. The ride is something like being on a crazy roller coaster during an earthquake, but hundreds of people journey up the volcano slopes every day, hoping that this day isn't the day Mount Merapi decides to erupt again. Well, I'm speaking to Hiwan here, who is a tour guide. We're standing about 4 kilometres away from a volcano. Now, you might think, oh, it's just a volcano, but this volcano erupted 4 years ago.
Yes, every 4 years the eruption, and the last time eruption 2010, the biggest one, and before 2010, 2006 eruption, but not biggest one. Only in the area, no field destroyed. Only in the jungle is destroyed and burning.
How many people died in the last eruption?
280 people dead because lava. And the last eruption, 5 November 2010, the biggest one.
So 2006, 2010.
Yes.
So we are due for another eruption now.
Yeah, I think so. 2014, but I know again because in 2010 the biggest one. But the 5 weeks ago the little explosive, but this area survived. So only in the rain is.
Great. And these tours, you bring people up here every day. How many people come and visit the volcano?
Yes, in the holiday like Christmas and New Year's, many tourism come here.
Okay. Well, what a great place to come for your Christmas holidays, a volcano. An active volcano. Thank you very much, Yuan.
You're welcome.
Many tourists come and visit these active volcanoes here above Yogyakarta. It takes about an hour to get here, and the way that you get around the volcano through all the old molten ash is on a four-wheel drive. And if you wondered where all the jeeps from the Second World War went, they ended up here, taking tourists around active volcanoes. So enough of the volcanoes. How about something a little bit more cultural, perhaps a temple? In fact, the largest Hindu temple in Indonesia. Prambanan is a 9th century Hindu temple dedicated to the Trimurti, an expression of God as the creator, or Brahma, the preserver, also known as Vishnu, and Shiva, the destroyer. The temple compound is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is the largest Hindu temple site in Indonesia and one of the biggest in Southeast Asia. It's characterised by its tall, pointed architecture, typical of Hindu temple architecture, the largest towering 47 metres above the landscape. But it's not really one temple. In fact, it's 240 individual temples, all with their own meaning and significance. Yogyakarta is a total destination with something for everyone. Apart from the volcanoes, palaces, temples and lots of shopping opportunities, there's also a growing market for ecotourism. Beautiful beaches are just an hour away.
Culture, the people, food is good. Well, there's not just one thing. There's so many things I like about Yogyakarta. I mean, the scenery at the temples are beautiful. Every few steps you take calls for the photograph. The food is awesome. You know, Indonesian food. It's really good. Shopping is excellent. You get really good quality products, especially batik. Look, I'm even wearing one now because batik is so beautiful. You know, it's beautiful, and you get really good products at a reasonable price.
Well, here's the Borobudur temple, and please come to this temple. Borobudur is the nice temple, good temple to visit, nice atmosphere. Come to Borobudur and Yogyakarta.
Please come to Yogyakarta because Yogyakarta is such a beautiful place, such a beautiful city where everything is here, from culture to modern things, from tourism object to everything. We have temple, we have mountain, we have adventure things that you can experience.
So fly with us on Silk Air to Yogyakarta. We fly 3 times a week. To find out more information on Yogyakarta, visit our Facebook page or visit us on www.silkair.com, and you will find more information about Jogja. So come and visit us.
Well, the cultural show's coming to an end, and so is our time here in Yogyakarta. Thank you very much to Silk Air. Hope you've enjoyed your time here on Phuket News TV.